Okay, what the hell? Let's do this. Okay, Demco knives. And, I just want to let you know how much I sacrificed to do this video because let me tell you, because you can't get these on Blade. I mean, I missed out on them. This is a Blade HQ exclusive. That Demco AD20.5, okay, with I think it's Magna Cut steel, isn't it? Oh yeah, OS 10A. But it's made in the United States. Oh, made in Taiwan. Okay, so but hey, there's no reason why you shouldn't be happy to pay $300 for this knife, right? And I tried to pay $300 for it, and I could have done that had I tried harder, because there are some out there on the secondary market they want $299 for. So that's under $300. That's pretty dang good there. But let me show you. I bought mine on eBay, on Sleazebay, and here it is. This is my this is the relisting, okay, of the knife that I bought from the same seller. So obviously he has numbers of them. He sold me one and then relisted the one over and over again. So how many of these does he have? I don't know, but you can't get them anywhere at any retailer. Of course, this is a Blade HQ exclusive, but I'm just talking about the 20.5. Can you get it anywhere? No. Okay, no. So here's my purchase of the exact same, right? It was delivered on December 24th, and I was just, oh my God, this is so incredible. It's so incredible. And he wanted 215. He wants 215 for all of them, and he's got like 5 of them at any given time listed. And so he came back to whoever had them on their watch list and offered a 205, and I go, okay. I probably had like 5 beers in me, but what? Okay. So I got it. There's my tracking number. But guess what it really is? And just remember this when I have my next knife sale or subsequent knife sales. When you go, well, I saw one on eBay cheaper than that. Whoops. Do we have tax here? Whoops. Yeah, another $20. So no, it wasn't 205. It was basically 225, right? That's what it cost me. So I paid $225. I'll tell you what, the box is wonderful, isn't it? The box is great. Let's talk about the box, because the knife is Grivory and OS 10. Okay? 3-inch blade, whatever, 7 inches overall. But it's a shark lock, and it's cool. Okay, hold on. No, it is. It's 3.15, something like that, inch, and 7.6 inches overall at 19 and a half centimeters. So probably about 81, 82 millimeter blade length. So it's a hoss. Oh my God. Except it's not. It's very slender. And where to throw you? Come here, man. Come on, man. At 10 millimeters, which is 0.38 of, I mean, that is thin, even compared to my PM2 over there. But let's squeeze this in, 0.1 to 3 millimeter blade stock. So 3 millimeter blade stock, as opposed to my AD20 in 20 CV, which this is like 4.5 millimeter blade stock. I was just kind of surprised it wasn't 5 millimeter actually on the full AD20, right? And then overall thickness, 15 and about 6/10. So this is a dog, and so then they made the AD20S, okay? But this is CPM 20 CV, okay? And these were selling for $350, $375 on Knife Center, whatever, okay? So I got this on the secondary market from a guy who is extremely proud of it, but you just can't even find them. There's one on eBay with a black handle. They want $799 for it. Okay, okay. Or we take a breath. Okay. So yes, I paid through the nose for this sucker, and I'll never sell it because I'll never get my money back out of it. But I wanted the AD20 in the color. I wanted the yellow Grivery. Now they make one in G10 that's a day glow, and so that was $375. Okay, but still, this is 20 CV. This is thicker, heavier. Now this same knife, thinner, in D2 is almost $400 for what I've seen online. Now, who knows what, I mean, I couldn't find the original price on Knife Center because once they sell out, they don't leave the price on there. But this is a seller who seems to have a bunch of these available at $375. Now, what's 10% tax and $10 shipping? You do the math. I think we're talking well over $400 for the AD20S in D2 with a Grivery scale. And this is not even, I want a slotted and I don't want a shark's foot, okay? So I'm just saying, it's weird that there's just a couple sellers on eBay and they have all these AD20s and they have all these AD20S knives, but none of the other retailers online have them. And they are asking pretty good prices for them. I mean, not good for them, not good for you, okay? So, it's got the shark lock. Just keep telling yourself that. Got the shark lock, got the shark lock. You know, I'd throw a Kubi knife on this channel that has G10 scales and AUS 10 blade for $50 and people moan like it's way overpriced, and yet turn right around and pay for something that's still made in China or the so near there to China for $150. No, because you can't get one for $150 because they're out of stock. So you're gonna pay whatever. Okay, you're not getting it on eBay used for like $98 or something. You're paying like $225 to $300 all in with tax. So, okay, here's the box. Let's just keep going. I just, I laugh because it's all about of marketing. It's not really materials. It's not one kind of M. It's the other kind of M. It's not materials. It's marketing. Here you go, shark lock. There you go. You get a sticker. You get a sticker. And then in this box, you get a zipper pouch, which, here's the box. By the way, here's the box for the one they want $800 for on eBay, right? And this is basically retails at $375, whatever, okay? There's the box for that. Here's the box for your $150 knife. I mean, this is like beautiful, right? Okay. And here's your zipper pouch. I mean, did somebody screw up on that? Shouldn't it be the other knife that has this? Okay. And so there's your microfiber cloth. And here's where your knife goes in here. And where's your $50 refund for spending so much money on that? Oh, well, you get a pocket clip for if you want to flip the clip, I guess, from that side to this side here. And here it is, and that's it. Okay, you get the flip a clip, and you get the knife, and nothing else in there. Okay, microfiber. Amazing that they would even bother to give you a huge zipper pouch like this for an AUS 10 Grivery knife. But then again, I mean, if it's $150, I'd want to get that. Absolutely. Okay, let's weigh it up. I mean, we've measured it, and so it's a little over 7.5 inches overall length. It's over 3-inch blades. So how much does it weigh? 101 grams. So it's not very heavy. And let's go to ounces. 3.5, 3.6, whatever. Okay. So yes, which one do I prefer? Oh, hell, I'll tell you what, this AD20 is not going to hang around. Well, I was going to say, I was going to get rid of it, but come to think of it, if I can't sell it for what I paid for it, I'll probably hold on to it. Maybe go in a future giveaway or something, because, you know, it's ridiculous what I would lose on it to get rid of it. But this, no, I'm going to keep this. This will be a long time keeper for me. I don't know how long, I never do, but this will be a long time keeper for me because I like the color. This lanyard came with it, so I thought that was way cool. And okay, I like the overall optical color and, you know, all that instead of just black or gray. This one, this is that jade thing that was an exclusive for Blade HQ, and so I was thinking about maybe dumping this in a dye of some sort, maybe sapphire blue or something like that, just for the hell of it, because I've already blown the wad on this thing. I might as well just do with it as I want. But, yeah. Now, ergos are pretty good on this knife. I like the ergos. You can move up here. You can get up on the blade. You got jimping on top. You got a slotted clip blade, and let me come here, give me a piece of paper. Well, at least it's sharp. Yeah, it's pretty damn sharp, so really that's a good thing. I mean, it's OS 10A, so I guess we're not writing home to mama about that, are we? And it's definitely a pretty heavy stonewash type thing here. Design flow is what it is because you got to do this if you're going to do this. If you're going to do this stop right there up front, well, then you can't get, unless you're going to wrap this around that, and I don't know that you can wrap it around it much without interfering with the shark lock. So you got this break here, which is not an attractive look for this. But most people don't really care. I mean, they don't care. I mean, they're either in for the Demco stuff or they're not. And, you know, and there's a Facebook page. You might want to check that out. I joined it myself because I wanted to see about getting a slim. But the slim is D2. Now, I hear that maybe they'll do the slim in some upscale steel. And so I'm hoping that I could get a slim in upscale because it'll be bigger knife than this, obviously, right? It's just going to be, to my understanding, a slim version of this. So I don't need another one like this, believe me. So no, I'm good. And you know, this is small, this is lightweight. I mean, I get it. It's very thin. I mean, this thing, what is that, 0.36? And this is a 0.45. This is my Spyderco PM2. This is thicker. So this is thinner in the pocket. And this being 3.6, and this is almost 4 ounces on with this fat carbon fiber scales. So this is even lighter. Although, you know, this is definitely a bigger knife because it's a longer blade. So you have that. But I mean, there's a lot of fidget factor here. You got a cutaway in the blade. You can use that. You can use the thumb stud. You can use the shark lock alone, you know, just actuating it like that. So you can do that. Okay. Piercing, slicing, blade shape design, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's okay. I'm not getting any wobble here. And it's centered up. Okay. And we will take this apart. And once I do, I probably ought to just keep it apart so I can throw it in the dye. Whatever. So, yeah, I was just thinking, let's dye it. Let's see what we're going to do. But this one is already the color I want. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't it? Now, that's worth $800. What do you think? Probably $1,800. I'm thinking $2,500. Is that my last bid? Sold. $2,500. I don't know. Sometimes I just think, it's not really about the materials. It is about the marketing, right? I mean, this is a great system. Tell you the truth, like the AD10, it came out, right? And of course, that had the triad lock on it, so that was great. Okay, And then here comes the Scorpion lock with the AD15. Nah, I just wasn't feeling that. And I wasn't feeling the separation between the main body and the lock and all that kind of stuff. And nah, I wasn't feeling that at all. But this came out, the Shark lock. I like it. I do like it. I know it's fidgety. I know this is kind of like a flipper tab type thing. And it's interesting. And there's bearings in here and that kind of thing. The AD20S, I mean, I was reading the description on Knife Center and they said there's washers. So do they not have bearings like this? And, you know, they can do these aftermarket skiff bearings on this. And I think they were looking at being able to have them available on the 20.5 if you wanted them as well. So, you know, that Facebook group you might want to get involved with. Also, there's limited releases on the Facebook group of the 20S. And also, I think they're talking about doing an AD20 or something like that in Magna Cut, you know, that new Laren Thomas steel that, oh God, who's Crucible Industries, you know, did. And they did the Spyderco Mule in that just recently, et cetera, et cetera. So that would be super, super good steel. And this, I get it. I mean, I get it, and I get if you got money, then who cares if it's $150? I get that too. But then just don't scream at me when I put G10 and OS10 or G10 and VG10 on here for $59 and, you know, complain that that's too much money. Because I will remind you of this. In fact, I should keep this forever just to remind people. It's like, I remember when I had a knife and it was titanium, and I think it was a Tucson knife, titanium with a D2 blade. And a person says, who in the world puts titanium and D2 together? Until somebody else stepped in and said, Medford? For about $600? Okay, so it's maybe a marketing thing, maybe just not about materials necessarily. So check this out. Okay, here's the back side, ain't going in there. Here's the front side. Are we going in there? I think so, and here's why. Oh, get this. Okay, wee-haw. That's what you say when you live out west. Wee-haw. And it's a T10. I mean, this is German hardened steel. Get these at KC Tool, okay? They're in Kansas City, which is way closer than when I lived in Tucson. I'm close to Kansas City. But here, this is a T10, not a T8. I was like thinking, T8, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but no, it's a T10. So let's pop it off. Okay. Let's do this. You'll love the Shark lock. It's just groovy, man. And, oh, guess what? So I'm going, well, for $150, of course, they're sophisticated enough to do T8s on the body, right? Even Sencut does that. Sabibi does that. Kubi does that. Wrong. They're T6s. Wah, 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 wah. I mean, wow, really? Really? Oh, the hardware's just exceptional. No. I've seen like $25, $35 knives with this kind of looking hardware, but okay. Don't know how hardened it is or this or that, but I'm just saying, okay? Now, and of course, you know, people go, you never insult, or you're always like hot on every knife you review, and you never say anything negative about any knife. Oh my God, you want to look at my Spyderco Payson review or something? I mean, there's a lot of, I've had some people say, you never like anything, and then people say, you like everything, you never have any critical stuff to say. Can't please them all, can you? But no, I mean, this for what it is, I mean, if this was $75, I'm there, okay? And the fact you can't get them, and then here they are online, you know, scalping you. And for some reason, some of these sellers on eBay have dozens of them for sale, but you can't get one for normal retail at Knife Center. You're going to be paying $225 to $300. Yikes. Okay, so here is your lovely, luxurious Grivery. Okay. I know, it's just hard to get over some beautiful materials like that. Now, here's the rest, and you don't have any screws in here, okay? All right, okay, so there's a liner, and we're going to pull up on it, and we're going to see if we can just work it out a little bit. And really, I should pull up on this end a little bit more. There we go. So we can remove this like a yay. Okay, there's the inside part of it. Oh, we got a squared off area, which means that we probably got a squared off area on the pivot, which we do, which will keep the pivot from turning. So at least we've done that, which gets done in a lot of the $35 to $45 knives. Oh, by the way, a lot of the $45, $55 knives have ceramic bearings, but we don't here. Okay, but I don't care. I mean, I'm not knocking it for that necessarily. And here's this spring here. So let's see if we can knock this out of here and let it land clear across the room somewhere in the carpet and never find it again. What do you think? Should we do that? Come on, you know you want it. Okay, hold on. Let me let this go. Oh my God, I didn't lose it. Okay, get out of here. Okay. I'm going to get this out of there because I know it's going to make a jump for it anyhow. So here's your, you know, your shark lock, and of course it's got the spring in here. So, you know, there you go. Okay. And there's your bearings, and on the back side of those, very thin bearings is what that looks like. Am I missing a bearing? No. God, thank God. I remember doing a disassembly not too long ago. Didn't even notice that one of the bearings was missing. I mean, one of the balls in one of the bearing races was missing. And so here's your, you know, here's your stop. Talk about a fat daddy. I mean, you got thin blade stock, a very lightweight knife, and you got 0.19, you got almost a 5mm stop. That's insane. That's insane. Okay, so there you go with that, there you go with that, blah, blah, blah. And push this out the back, and nothing to worry about out the back, except here we go with a flattened pivot. So are you happy now? Did you see what you wanted to see? There's your backspace. You can take that off if you want, blah, blah, blah. There's a little pin there probably for locating on here, and it does look like it does locate on this other side here. Oh, by the way, you've got a tube lanyard hole. So here's your blade. All right. All right. There, we're good there. Now, so our presentation side, plus the liner that goes over there. Then you got the blade in between. Then you got this side, which I guess I'm going to call the lock side because this is where the lock goes. And I guess if you want to pull these pins out, you can, and you can see how they go through into the scale there. But they got a little area machined where they won't go any deeper into that liner, which is fine. So they're pretty much flush on the outside here, okay? So putting it back together means, I guess we'll put some of this. I don't know how important that is, but that kind of stuff. Well, but we got this, okay? And we are going to, we're going to put this flat spot up against this flat spot there and plunge it through. And then we're going to put bearings here. And then we're going to grab the juice. Grab the juice. And that's good there. Oh. Hold on. You know what? We got a bunch of other shit to put in here too, come to think of it. We got this. We got to put our stop back on here. And then we got to put Mr. Crazy Man on here. Our shark lock. Interesting, you know, and I'm not, you know, I'm not here to criticize Demco. I think he's brilliant. I mean, I think the guy's, I mean, he definitely knows what he's doing. I mean, he's so inventive on these different types of lock mechanisms. They're wildly popular. Hey, if you want to sell knives, he's doing it right. I mean, his marketing efforts, the way he's doing things, his design work, everything's coming together nicely. I mean, he's smart. He's good. I mean, there is no end of praise that I have for what he's doing. I mean, I wish I was half as smart and capable, but I mean, it's insane, you know, right? He's doing a great job, no doubt. And here we go. I mean, if we were just judging based on materials, I'd say this is overpriced. But if you're buying a package of creativity, design, things like that, well, then you got to think in different terms, I guess. Okay, so of course you can see that these liners are skeletonized, both front and back. Nothing overly fancy done with these, but they're tumbled, so they're okay, you know. And so you got that flat spot there, but it lined it up through the other liner to get it in this spot. So it's not like the other side was round and I have to line it up with this side like on some knives. But no, it's already lined up for me, so I can just lay this down in place right here on this knife. And I'm back together. I think I'm back together. I'm pretty certain that I'm somewhat back together. What am I missing? Nothing. I guess I'm missing the scale. That sits here. Okay? Just like that. And, you know, I mean, it's nested in here as far as that goes. So, I mean, that keeps it fairly slim as well. Now, let's put our number 10 on here. Look at that. What a dog. Okay. But you got to watch your tension on this right here. This will be very sensitive to how much tension you put on here. As far as the shark lock goes, yeah, it'll be sensitive to that. So you'll have to tune that. I mean, it's not difficult. It's just like back it off until you get the action that you want if you go in too far and make it too stiff. So let's put these little body screws back on. And, you know, it's a good thing I never watched anybody else's review on the AD20S. This is probably the opposite of mine. But I don't care. That's why I try not to watch previous reviews on knives that I'm going to review, is because I don't want it to color what I think of the knife. Unless I'm trying to get like the name of the model or the designer correct or something like that, or some bio data or something that I'm missing, then maybe I will. But other than that, no. Okay. So we centered back pretty much, and let's, okay, so I didn't go too hard on it, and yeah, I could go a little bit more, but I mean, oh yeah, definitely, okay, yeah, and so this will be, now it really is centered. Okay. Now, the thing is, you can squish it too hard, just a little bit more, and guess what? You're really fighting it, okay? So you want to just make sure you get yourself the kind of play you need on this without making it, you know, without having any play in it. And there's no play in it now. So it's all good. All right, back with my Demco twins, AD20.5 and my AD20. Maybe I'll get an AD20 Slim when they come out with it in some other than D2, because I don't think I want to pay $300 or $400 for a D2 Grivery knife, okay? But if they come out with it in a higher end, I'll do that. I'll probably, who knows what I'll do with this. It's interesting. These are the ones I'd keep. You know, this and the 4Max maybe, but the others, and the AD10, and then the Scout. But look at some of the cold steel knives. They're Grivery, they're AUS-10, and they're anywhere from $50 to $85, even for the pocket swords. So 150. Yeah, I mean, that's all the money, that's for sure. You know what we do, we love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.